Hello, my dear friends. Today we are going to discuss three important concepts. One is for UPSC mains with reference to anthropology. One extraordinary stuff is there. And 13th Amendment of Sri Lanka, which is for international relations and India-Sri Lanka relations. And general topic World Heart Day. So these are the three important topics which are very important for your examination point of view. So let us check one by one. So my name is Lakshmi and in Science and Technology Mari Anthropology expert. So first topic we are going to discuss is Musahars. Page number 5th Delhi edition the Hindu paper లో వచ్చినటువంటి ఆర్టికల్. సో ఆంథ్రోపాలజీ అండ్ సోషల్ ఇష్యూస్లో చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఇన్పుట్స్ ఇస్తుంది ఈ టాపిక్. మీకు చాలా మెయిన్స్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో ఎక్స్ట్రాడినరీగా ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. సో ముసాహర్స్ ఆర్ ద backward people and social scheduled caste people, and these muzahars. So what are the problems faced by these scheduled castes, and what are the major issues of these people are? So this is common for almost all the vulnerable sections of the people. So what are the problems? Poverty, illiteracy, landlessness, alcoholism, malnutrition, ill health. And even though all these are the problems of these people, they did not show much interest in the developmental schemes of the government. So the government is giving so many schemes. So government is offering several schemes, but these people are not at all interest in the development skills schemes that are given by the government. So poverty is one of the major. So the hierarchy you can see this. So orderly arrangement of these problems is very important for writing the mains. So poverty is one of the most important problem. Illiteracy, because of poverty, illiteracy, and because of their poverty and illiteracy, landlessness, alcoholism, malnutrition. So because of these, above all those things, they are suffering from the ill health. So you can make this information. So what I mean to say you here is, for mains writing, you need to make a very comprehensive introduction paragraph, or some points should be very stock points. You should write them within very stipulated time. So for that, this point will be very much useful. So it is not a specific problem for the Musahars. It is the general problem for almost all the tribal as well as scheduled caste or vulnerable sections of the society. Next, lack of empowering and enlightening education. Actually, if you look at the India's freedom struggle, if you observe all the social reformers, the connecting link between all the social reformers is for the work done by those social reformers. Either it may be um, Kandukuri Veerasilingam or all the social reformers, okay, of 18th, 19th, and 20th century. So their focus is empowering. So lack of empowerment. Empowerment comes through the enlightening education. So they must have the proper education. So if you want to go for development of any of the backward sections of the people, all vulnerable sections of the people, the first criteria you should provide to them is nothing but education. If you can provide education, almost all the problems will be eliminated. For example, even in the case of one of the most vulnerable sections of the society, which is least understood, is nothing but women. The problems of the woman can be easily taken away if the woman is educated, and if she, through the education, if she can become employed. So no political mobilization as it happened in the case of Pashwan. So actually, if you look at this one, Pashwan is also one of the backward class. So the Pashwans, the representative of Paswan is Ram Vilas Paswan. So the political mobilization, because of the political mobilization, you can see somewhat development have been happened in the Paswans, and I would say that. So even for Paswans also, complete upliftment have not been taken place. So that is one of the important point you need to remember. Centuries of oppression resulting in a rather dead consciousness and lack of motivation. So that is the one of the these people who are suppressed for centuries together, they will think that this is the pity of life and this is the way of life, and they never think this is the suppression, and they need to overcome from their problems. Okay, they will be having, they doesn't have any consciousness and lack of motivation. So lack of dead consciousness and lack of motivation are the two important factors. If any social reformer like Ambedkar, or any social reformer like Jyotiba Phule, or any social reformer like any if they come, so that will create motivation. Caste oppression, the dominant caste conferred the name musahars, which is derogatory. So that is one of the important. So the caste name of the caste also is has become the big issue for those people. So they are victims of severe caste discriminations and exclusions, no effective land distribution. So there is no proper land distribution for these people. Almost 95%, look at this one, almost 95% of Musahars are landless laborers. So as they only just 5%, so which is very meager. 95% of the people who doesn't have the land, how do you expect these people are going to provide education to their children? If they were given land, they would have been much stronger. Through their that strength will make their children for the education. So the inputs of these musahars is very very important for your examination point of view. It will be useful for your preliminary, most more specifically for your UPSC anthropology optional, and third in social issues. Finally, above all, it will have an extraordinary impact on your personality test, which is nothing but interview. Next, 13th Amendment of Constitution, Sri Lankan Constitution. So actually, what is the 13th Sri Lankan Constitution Amendment is nothing but Indo-Sri Lanka Accord of July 1987, signed by the then Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi and President Jar Jayawardene. So it is an attempt to resolve the Sri Lankan ethnic conflict that had aggravated into a full-fledged civil war. So the civil war that has been occurred between the Sinhalese and Indian-born Tamilians, is one of the most important problem. Sinhalese and north, northern Sri Lankan place where Tamilians are located. So that is a ethnic conflict that is happening since hundreds of years. So that which has been taken by the LTTE, Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam, which led the struggle for Tamils self determination and sought a separate state. So one of the most violent organization, which we can call it as LTT. So to overcome this problem, the conflict between the Sinhalese or the local Sri Lankan government or Sinhalese, as well as to the Tamilians, Sri Lankan Tamilians. So to resolve the issue, the 13th Amendment has been established, which is one of the good attempt done by the Sri Lankan government, which led to the creation of provincial councils. So provincial councils assured a power sharing arrangement to enable all 9 provinces in the country, including Sinhala majority areas, to self-govern. So provincial government has been councils has been established. Through the provincial councils, these they can have self-government. So that self-government has made these like our state governments. Subjects such as education, health, agriculture, housing, land, and police are devolved to the provincial administration. If you look at the most of the powers has been given to the provincial administration. So like education, health, agriculture, housing, land, and police are devolved to the provincial administrations, but because of restrictions of financial powers and overriding powers given to the president, the provincial administration have not made much headway. So the financial constraints or the financial deficiency made this particular problem headway. So this 13th Amendment is one of the good attempt done by the Sri Lanka government to resolve the Sinhala and Tamilian issue. In particular, provisions relating to police and land have never been implemented. So these are the most powerful things. So if you give land and if you properly administrate the land, there will be no issue for the police. So you make a very perfect link between. So as the land and police power have not been given to the provincial administrations, that has become the big issue. And the main objective of this provincial administration have not been fulfilled, we can say. Initially, the north and eastern provinces were merged and had a northeastern provincial council, but the two were demerged in 2007 following a Supreme Court verdict. So actually, north and northeastern provincial council. So these are the two eastern. North and eastern provinces are the merged, and later they have been demerged following the um, 2007 Supreme Court judgment. The 13th Amendment carries considerable baggage from the country's civil war. So civil war years. So it was opposed. vociferously by both the Sinhala nationalist parties and the LTT. So this is the 13th Amendment. So the 13th Amendment, considerable baggage from the Civil War years. So that is the major problem, and the major objections done by the government is the farmers thought it was too much power to share while the tigers deemed it too little. So the government was saying that we are giving so much power to these people, but the Tamilians, and they are saying that we got very less amount of power. So in May 2013, so actually that's about it. World Heart Day. So what is World Heart Day? September 29th is being considered as celebrated as World Heart Day. So in May 2012, world leaders committed to reducing global mortality from non-communicable diseases by 25% by the year 2025. So which is almost 40%. So to reduce the burden of this, okay, this, but by in 2012 it was 40%. So it should be reduced by 25% by 2025. Cardiovascular disease is accountable for nearly half of all NCD deaths, making it the world's number one killer. So to reduce the number of cardiovascular diseases, this impact can be seen. And cardiovascular diseases, so take the lives of 79 million people every year. So this is the 2019 data. 31% of all global deaths. So if 100 people are dying, so 31% of the 31 people are dying exclusively because of the cardiovascular diseases. The theme of 2020 World Heart Day is use heart to beat heart. So that's the information. Thanks for watching.